Good morning. Thank you for coming to watch my presentation. I'm going to need each of y'all to number off, and then we'll start.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5.
Okay, so thank you for coming. Today this is going to be my persuasive topic that I'm going to talk to you about is the different types of suspension. I do work in a school with behavior support, so I chose this topic because I felt I could relate to it a lot. So there are two different types of suspension. Does anybody know the two different types?
In school.
In school and
At home.
out of school. Okay, so ISS is what you said is the in-school suspension. When the students have ISS, they still stay in school. They just get removed from their class for whatever they may have done, and they go and sit in another classroom. It is quiet, so they can still get to do their work. Their teachers still come by and see them. They still get the help they need. They don't fall behind, and they do better because they still have a school setting. So the other one is OSS, which is out of school suspension. They're not at the school. They're more than likely probably at home. So when they're at home and they have OSS, they're not getting the instruction they're needing. They're not getting the one-on-one time. They're not getting any of the extras that they're supposed to get on a daily basis if they were in school. They don't have the opportunity for their teachers to come by and see them and ask them, hey, do you need help? What are you struggling with? While I'm here, I can help you for a few minutes. When they're at home, you don't get that. You have to either look it up, ask your mom, your dad when they get home to try to figure it out. When they're not at school and they do return, they tend to give up because without them being in school and getting the lessons, they're not going to do it right like they're supposed to. So their grades tend to fall. And once depending on how long they're out and their grades are so low, it's kind of hard to come back from. So then when they come back, they're behind, they're lost, and they just want to give up. And most of the time, it'll lead to them never wanting to try again and possibly dropping out. So my thoughts on the two different types of suspension is obviously the ISS, the students get to stay in the classroom setting and they still have the support from their teachers, or if they need to see the counselor or anything like that, they still have that structure, that schedule that they need. This will help the students so they won't get behind and they won't give up. They'll keep wanting to try because they're at school, they're gonna wanna get out. They can hear their friends in the hallway. When they go to get their lunch, they see their friends at lunch, they're gonna wanna get out, they're gonna wanna do better. So that kind of gives them a drive to get it together and do right. And with this one, their teachers will come by, like I said, from time to time, check on them, make sure they're doing what they need to do. If they're doing something that's not right, they can correct them then before they get too far along into it. The OSS, like I said, the students, they don't have that opportunity to have a teacher come by, check on them, hey, how's your day going? Are you struggling? What can I help you with? Their grades too tend to fall because they're at home. Or do you think they're really gonna do their work? Probably not. They've got the TV, they have their Xbox, they have their cell phones. They don't have the structure. They don't have an adult there because mom or dad are probably at work. So they're not gonna get their work done. So their attitudes become way worse because they have that I don't care attitude, or maybe mom will do their work if they don't end up doing it. Like, hey, mom will do it, I don't care. So then when they come back, they feel that they don't have to try. They don't want to be engaged. They don't want to participate in anything. They just want to sit there. Like I said, when they do come back, they won't interact with the class. They won't answer questions. They just give up. Okay, so what suspension do you lean more towards and why?
I would prefer in-school suspension.
I agree. In school.
In school.
In school, definitely, like you said, that structured environment, although they've had some type of infraction, it allows them still to be in the school environment and learn.
Yeah, I wish, now I get it, some things are different, because depending on the consequence and what they did, will really determine on what they get, either ISS or OSS. But I really think that they should always lean more towards ISS for what, it's in the best interest of the student. Now, obviously, if it's something severe and OSS needs to be, then yes, then that's what I would say is OSS. So, do you think, how would you think if it was severe and it's supposed to be an OSS, but they did like a kind of on the campus placement, like by themselves?
I think that would be more beneficial because you would still be in a structured environment. I mean, they've been removed like a lot of, I think schools have gone to like, you know, GAEP or things like that. So therefore, they are removed from class and just the whole school environment, but there's a place that's still structured for them to get the things that they need in order to learn, so that they're less likely to do the things that you talked about as far as just giving up, having bad attitude, and just shutting down completely.
Yeah, cause obviously when they're at home, they're not monitored, they're gonna do whatever they wanna do. So that's why I really think ISS is way better than OSS. Now, like I said, regardless, I know there's certain protocols that they have to follow and things that they have to do, but I would stick with ISS. Alright, well, I thank y'all for coming, and if you have any questions,
Thank you, great job,
Yay,
Thanks.
good job.
great information.